Hi, fifth graders. Today's topics, we're going to be multiplying money amounts, we're going to do some word problems, and then some multi-step word problems, and then we're going to be dividing money. So let's start off with multiplying money amounts. So number 7 gives us $1.98 times 8. So this is basically just multiplying with decimals. So we're just going to put 1.98 times 8. And then we just multiply. So 8 times 8 is 64. Bring down the 4, bring up the 6. 9 times 8 is 72. 72 plus 6 is 78. So you bring down the 8 and bring up the 7. 8 times 1 is 8, and 8 plus 7 is 15, right? So we're going to put 15 right here. And then 1.8 has 1 decimal, and 8 has 0. I'm sorry. 1.8 has 2 decimal places, right? While 8 has 0. So we're gonna add this up, and our product should also have 2 decimal places. So right now our decimal is right here, and then we'll move it to the left 2 times. 1, 2. So our decimal place is right here. And then we're dealing with dollars, right? So there was a dollar here, and I'm just gonna add it for a product right here too. So our answer will be $15.84. So basically for this worksheet, you're just multiplying with decimals, but make sure to add in your dollar signs because money deals with dollar signs. Next are some word problems. Number 3 gives us Felix works as a janitor and earns $790.43 per week. If he works 19 weeks, how much money will he earn? So we know that he makes $790.43 per week, right? So that's for 1 week, but we want to know how much he earns for 19 weeks. So we're going to be multiplying $790.43 by 19. Right here, so we're put 43 times 19. Don't forget our little dollar sign. So 9 times 3 is 27, so bring down 7, bring up the 2. 4 times 9 is 36. 36 plus 2 is 38. Bring down the 8, bring up the 3. 9 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. 9 times 9 is 81. Bring down the 1, bring up the 8. 9 times 7 is 63. 63 plus 8 is 70. 63 plus 8 is 71. Oops, sorry. And then we're going to put a placeholder of 0, right? Since you have 2 numbers here. So 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 9 is 9. And 1 times 7 is 7. Now we just add. So 7 plus 0 is 7. 8 plus 3 is 11. Bring down the 1, bring up the 1. 4 plus 4 is 8. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. Bring down the 0, bring up the 1. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 plus 1 is 15. Now we have to deal with the decimal places, right? So $790.43 has 2 decimal places, but 19 has 0. So our product should have 2 decimal places. So at first it's right here, and then we move it to the left twice. So 1, 2, so our decimal place is right here. And we need to bring down the dollar sign, right? So our answer for this question should be $15,018.17. It's important that you, once again, label this with dollars because we're dealing with dollars and this is a word problem, and units are extremely important for word problems. Next, we're going to do the same thing, but this time it's going to be multi-step. So Number 1 says Stacy is sending packages of candy to troops that are stationed overseas. Each package weighs the same amount and each costs $13.87 to ship. She sends 3 packages in all. If Stacy gives the postal worker $45, how much change will she receive? So she spent a total of $45. But each package only costs $13.87 to ship, right? And she sent a total of 3. So if we want to find out how much her packages cost, we're going to have to multiply the cost per package times the amount that she sent. So it's still 13.87, which is $13.87 times 3, and let's multiply. 7 times 3 is 21. Bring down the 1, bring up the 2. 8 times 3 is 24. 24 plus 2 is 26. Bring down the 6, bring up the 2. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. Bring down the 1, bring up the other one. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Now for decimals. $13.87 has 2 decimal places. 3 has 0, so our product should have 2 decimal places. Once again, the decimal place is at the very right, and we have 2 decimal places, so we're going to move it to the left twice. 1, 2. So it should be right there, and bringing down the dollar sign. So she spent a total of $41.61. However, that's not we don't want to know how much the packages cost. We want to know how much change she's gonna receive. So the total package, the cost of all the packages cost $41.61, but she spent a total of $45. So to know how much money she got back, we have to do $45. Bring the dollar sign minus $41.61, and that should give us the change. So this 0 goes to 10, this 0 goes to 9 because we're borrowing, right? And then this 5 goes to 4, and then we don't need to borrow from the 4 because 4 is greater than 1, right? So 10 minus 1 is 9. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 6 is 3. And then bring down the decimal place, right? And then 4 minus 1 is 3. And 4 minus 4 is 0. So we just bring down the dollar sign. And that's going to be our answer. So Stacy would receive $3.39 as her change. Make sure to label. And make sure that your decimal places are in the right place. Next, we're going to be dividing. So number 4 gives us $75.16 divided by 3. So the $75.16 will be our dividend, and 3 will be our divisor. So the divisor goes outside, the dividend goes on the inside, so it's 75.16. So now let's just divide. 3 can go into 7 2 times, right? Because that will give us 6. And 7 minus 6 gives us 1. Bring down the 5, that's 15. 3 goes into 15 5 times, right? And 5 times 3 is 15, and 15 minus 15 is 0, so you bring down the 1. But before we put any number here, we're going to put a decimal, right? A decimal. And then 3 can't go into 1, so we're going to put a 0 right here. And then 3 times 0 is just 0. So you put 1, and then you bring the 6 down, right? Once again, 3 goes into 16 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15. 16 minus 15 is 1. Let's add a 0. 3 can go into 10 3 times. 10 minus 1 is 1. I'm sorry, 10 minus 9 is 1. And then it's going to be constantly, because we're going to put 0, 0, 0, and it'll keep being 10, 10, 10. So we get 25.053 repeating, right? But it wants us to round to the hundredths place, and the hundredths place is to the second decimal place, so it's going to be rounding to the 5, and 3 is not greater than 5, so it's just going to round down and just stay as this 5 and not go any higher. So our final answer would be 25.05 because we rounded. And it looks like we have to put a dollar sign for this one too, so our final answer would be $25.05. So for here, you have to be careful with your decimal places. Don't forget to put it, just transfer it up here, and be careful with your repeating numbers. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope this video helped you guys a